most amazing artists, and welcome to a brand new project. This is a very special project because we are going to use this project to celebrate Dot Day. This year, Dot Day is on September 15th, and it's an international holiday. It's usually celebrated by adults and children for boosting courage so that their creative potential is released. It's a great day to connect and collaborate, which is what we are going to do, and it's also to celebrate your self-expression, how you express yourself. So if you haven't already, then go onto my channel and find the Read-Aloud of The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. And in this book, it follows this character around Vashti. And at the beginning of this book, she wasn't very inspired to make artwork in art class, but her teacher inspires her to just start with a dot, and through this she finds so many different ways that she can create artwork just starting with a dot. Okay, so go ahead and go watch that read aloud. It's really inspiring, and it's all about boosting creativity and the courage to be creative. Okay, so we are doing a collaboration. Remember what I said about Dot Day? It's a great day to connect and collaborate. In art, a collaboration is when a bunch of different artists come together to create one beautiful artwork. That's what we are going to do. I'm very excited because in this school we're going to have third graders, fourth graders, and fifth graders all doing the same exact project, and when we finish we're going to bring all of our pieces together to create one beautiful artwork. This is inspired by Lee Anderson, and I will show some of her artworks here. Lee Anderson is a contemporary artist, and her work is a great example of unity and variety, which are two principles of designs that we are going to focus on for this project. So she uses a lot of different circular oval shapes, and inside of those circles and ovals she puts a lot of different patterns and designs. Now there's always something unifying her artwork, and that is where unity comes in. Unity shows what things have in common, how they are alike. Unity is the thing that joins the parts together. Sameness, oneness. A great example is uniforms. If you have to wear a uniform at a job, it shows how we are joined as a team. So nurses have uniforms because they are a team. Police officers have uniforms because they are a team. So it brings things together. In art, the elements work together, fit together in the artwork so it looks complete. And when this sheet mentions elements, it's talking about the elements of art. So lines, shapes, colors, value. So all these elements of art can work together to create unity in an artwork, how it is unified. So in Lee Anderson's artwork, she often unifies her work through color. So she uses the same kinds of colors to bring her art together, to make it one, to bring it together and show unity. We are going to focus on unity during this project because, well, one, we are doing a collaboration. We are bringing all of our artworks together to create one piece. Okay, down here it actually says uni means one. So we are working together to create unity in this one artwork. And I'm super excited. I seriously cannot wait to see all of our beautiful circles and ovals all together. Also going to work on showing variety. Lee Anderson shows a great deal of variety in her artwork, and she shows it through different patterns, different designs, shapes, lines. Like I said, the one thing that really brings her artworks together are the colors that she uses. She often keeps the same kind of colors throughout her projects. And that is kind of what we are going to do as well. So right now, everybody is going to get an analogous color scheme. Okay, analogous colors are colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. So today our class might be working on the analogous color scheme using yellow green, green, and blue green. pieces of paper, or we might be using red, orange, and orange pieces of paper. But whenever we bring all of our circles and ovals together, we want the colors to unify and show unity in our artwork. Okay, now we are going to use lines and shapes to show variety. Okay, variety is another principle of design, and it is a number of different types of things. And here it says variety shows contrast. There is no end to the variety in nature and man-made things. An example of variety is a variety of people. Everyone is different. Even twins are different in their personality, right? So a variety of people are, everyone has a different hair color. There's a variety of different eye colors. And in nature, there is a bunch of different or a variety of insects. So that's a great example. In art, we can use a variety of different shapes and a variety of different lines. You could also do a variety of color, but remember, we are not going to do a variety of color because we're using analogous colors. Those are colors that are similar and right next to each other on the color wheel, and that is what is going to unify our artwork and show the principle of design, unity. Those are the two principles of designs that we're working with. The elements of art that we're focusing on are lines, shapes, and colors. Now we can start working on our project. And we are just going to use very simple materials for this. All we will need is a piece of paper, and depending on what analogous color scheme we are doing will depend on what color paper you have today. So this week we might be doing cooler colors, and then next week we might be doing warmer colors. We want this collaboration to be unified by colors. So we're all going to have a similar color piece of paper, okay? We're also going to use a pencil, a Sharpie, and some crayons. And this is a brand new piece of paper, and I almost forgot to tell you guys, but whenever you get a brand new piece of paper, we always need to write our name. So I'm just going to write Miss M, but you write your name, please. And once you write your name, you are going to flip your paper over, so now your name is on the back. Okay, once your name is on the back, we are going to start just like Vashti did in the dot, and we are going to start with a dot. Okay, so try to find the middle of your paper. It does not have to be perfect. If we look at Lee Anderson's artwork, who is the inspiration behind this project, her circles are not perfect. They are kind of wobbly even. So you can try to make a perfect circle if you want to, but I kind of want mine to be a little bit wobbly, a little bit organic, not a perfect circle. But if you want to do a perfect circle, then you can totally do that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfectly in the center, but try to get it close to the center. And then we are going to draw some concentric circles, and those are circles that hug each other. So around this dot, I'm going to draw a circle. All right, and around that circle, I am going to draw another circle. But like I said, I want mine to be a little bit wobbly, a little bit organic, so I'm gonna make mine not perfect circles. And around this one that I just drew, I'm gonna draw another circle or oval hugging that one, and so on until I'm happy with how big it is. You could do smaller ones, you could do bigger ones. We are gonna do multiple of these, so we don't wanna spend too much time on one. Each of you is probably gonna do at least 3 of these, okay? And you can do as many as you want to. In fact, I want you to do as many as you can. So they don't have to be exactly perfect. As you can see, I am starting with a pencil first, just in case I make a mistake, because if you make a mistake, can you start over? No, you cannot start over, my friends. We have to use creative problem solving to fix those mistakes. And luckily, we're using lots of patterns in this artwork, so inside of a pattern, if you make a mistake, it's easy to just go over it or turn it into something else. Okay, I think I want to do one more concentric circle hugging that last one that I did. Okay, and as you can see, I did erase the dot in the middle because we don't need it anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and take my Sharpie, and I'm just going to outline those circles I did. Right, as you can see, I didn't do that perfectly. I can still see some of the pencil marks, so I'm just going to take my eraser and erase any pencil that I see. Okay, because remember, Miss M does grade you on craftsmanship, and that is how neat your artwork. Erasing messy pencil lines is a part of that. Okay, so erase those pencil lines. So what you do from here on out after you erase your pencil marks on your concentric circles is completely up to you. You can start with Sharpie if you want to. That's what I'm going to do because I don't want to spend too much time on one of these circles or ovals, okay? Because I want to make as many as I can. Miss M has lots of paper for you to use, so if you can make 5 today, then you go ahead and make 5. That's completely up to you. As long as you ask yourself these 4 questions. Are you following directions? Are you using your own ideas and being creative? Is it neat? And did you try your best? Okay, so those are the 4 things that I grade you on. And if you can answer yes to all 4 of those questions, then you can move on to more circles after you do your first one. Okay, if you don't want to do Sharpie at first, then I'm going to give you the option of just going in with a pencil and adding your design, but try not to take too long because when we do it with pencil and then Sharpie, it can kind of add a lot of time to this project. And Dot Day is on September 15th, so we have to get these done before then because Miss M wants to hang them in the hallway for Dot Day. All right, and what we're going to do with either the Sharpie or you can start with a pencil first if you want to, is we are going to start drawing designs. And this can be anything that you want, but we're going to mainly use shapes and lines to draw these designs inside of these spaces, okay? So I am just starting with a very simple kind of triangular design. You can do anything that your heart desires. All right, this is just my example, but remember, you should use your own ideas because you are your own artist. You have your own ideas, okay? So there is one design. I'm gonna keep it very simple. We don't need to do intricate designs, okay? Keep it simple because the more simple it is, the more circles and ovals you can do, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just use my Sharpie to draw these designs. The only thing that I ask while you are creating your designs is that you show me a variety of different lines and shapes. So in your artwork, should you only use straight lines? No, maybe you could do some wavy lines or some zigzag lines, okay? In your artwork, should you use only diamonds? No, we should use a variety of different shapes. Okay, so with the lines, you can see I have a spiral line right in the center there, and then I have some straight diagonal lines in here. I have a zigzag line. Now I need to do some shapes, so I'm going to do a variety of shapes in another one of these sections. But when you're adding your lines and shapes, make sure you are thinking about variety, using a bunch of different lines and shapes. Okay, so I finished adding my designs, and I did end up adding a design in this shape, even though I was planning on not adding a design. I just felt like it looked a little bit bland, so I just did a simple, I don't even know what to call it, a line with a circle on it. I thought it looked pretty cool. So you guys can get as creative as you want with this. Now, when you start to color, we want to stay in the same color scheme, right? Because that is what is unifying our artwork. Okay, that's the one consistent thing in our artworks is color. The lines and the shapes should be different, but the colors should be similar. Okay, so when I'm thinking about this analogous color scheme that we might be using, today I have chosen to use a green color, and next to green on the color wheel I have blue, and purple. Okay, so we can use these 3 cool colors on your paper. You could think of it as cool and warm colors. So if you have a red piece of paper, then you might just want to use red, orange, and yellow. Okay, but try to keep your colors similar, like our analogous colors on the color wheel, colors that are right next to each other. So since I have a green piece of paper, I am just going to use green, blue, and purple because they are next to each other on the color wheel. They are analogous colors, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna color this however my heart desires, just like with the design. Using lines and shapes, I can color this however I want to, okay? I can use just purple if I want to use just purple, or I could use all 3 of my colors. That's totally up to me, just like it is totally up to you, okay? As long as you are not scribbling, because remember, that's not good craftsmanship. That makes it really messy. So I'm trying my best to stay inside the lines. And I am still taking my time, even though I would like to do another one today, okay? Remember, you can do as many of these as you want to. Honestly, the more of these that we have, the better our collaboration will be. Because then we will have a lot of variety, because everyone's circles and ovals will look different. And remember that one unifying factor is color, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just color this however I want to, and I will be right back to show you what the end product looks like. So I just finished coloring, and I really love the color of this green paper, so I actually left some of it showing. You do not have to color the entire thing if you don't want to. And the last step to finish one of your circles is to cut it out. And I'm gonna take my time while I'm cutting, because cutting is a serious business, my friends. Whatever cut you make, it is permanent, okay? So make sure that you take your time. And this is just one of hopefully hundreds of circles that our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders will make for this collaborative project. I hope you guys have a lot of fun creating your ovals and your circles. I seriously can't wait to see how your individual pieces come out, and I really can't wait until we get to put all of our circles and our ovals together to kind of create one big puzzle or collaborative artwork. I know it's going to be amazing because you guys are amazing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.